You know guys, after the Black Ops 7 multiplayer trailer, I think everybody can unanimously agree, whether it be people like myself or anybody that's viewing this video that has some semblance of common sense, or even the gooch slickers out there that seemingly all share a brain cell, I think we can all agree that no matter what has transpired over the last 24 hours, or whatever's about to transpire in the next 72 hours, Black Ops 7 has simply lost, okay? If we're talking hype, if we're talking interest, if we're talking popularity, if we're talking ratings, it's completely chalked. There is no way that Treyarch or Activision can possibly save Black Ops 7 because they've shot themselves in the foot so many times that there's just no saving this game at all. And yes, that's even in the presence of some sort of positivity that you could possibly have for this game. And I'm going to show you every single thing I'm talking about right now, but before we get into it guys, I'm going to need you to bitch slap the like button immediately, okay? Like I said in my last video, there's a lot of angry gooch slickers and fanboys that are coping and seething at people like myself making this type of content. So let's balance the ratings on today's video by dropping a like right now and subscribe if you're new guys. We're super close to 60,000 subscribers. That would be fucking amazing if we hit it. But without further ado guys, let me just show you this tweet that actually comes out from this Windows Central account, I guess, on Twitter, but they came out here and said, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 multiplayer trailer racks up 21,000 likes to 24,000 dislikes in 7 hours as fans debate the franchise's direction. In quotes, Black Ops 7 will be the first game in 20 years that I won't buy a COD on release. And hopefully you guys can give me some updated numbers, but at the time that I'm recording this video, if the like to dislike ratio isn't 50 to 50, then it's probably heavily skewed in the dislikes favor, which after your multiplayer trailer drops, that's not really a good sign, and especially not after all of the reveal trailers that we've had, every single teaser. No matter which way you look, the ratings for Black Ops 7 are unanimously just terrible, okay? Everybody would agree there. Now, whether or not you want it to be that way is different, but the fact of the matter is, there's more dislikes, there's more negativity, there's more people calling this shit out than not. And I already gave my thoughts on the multiplayer trailer yesterday, but in case you're wondering, a little bit of a summary as to what I felt about it. This person actually puts it out very, very well. This guy says, Call of Duty really needs to hire new trailer directors and editors. Every single COD multiplayer is the same, with the exact same shots, exact same pacing, exact same sound effects, exact same choreography. Doesn't get you excited one bit, and I completely agree with this guy. There were several other things that I talked about, like the fact that everything is seemingly recycled in the game. Doesn't really move the needle for people like myself, and that's exactly what a trailer is supposed to do. They're supposed to hype you up, so the fact that they can't do that, I mean, you stack that with every other negative that you've heard about the game, every single leak that sounds like shit, it just doesn't leave a good taste in our mouth about the multiplayer of the game. Now, Zombies trailer is coming out tomorrow, and I'm probably going to cover that, so for all the Zombies fans out there, you're welcome. I know you guys keep on asking for me to cover anything Zombies related, so stay tuned for tomorrow unless something else crazy happens. But when it comes to the multiplayer, nobody's fucking hyped. Nobody's excited for this shit. Any positive point that you could possibly make is either something that's completely recycled or something that, honestly, it's being overhyped as something good. Would you guys like a quick example? Let me give you an example of something other than the UI and the perk system that I already showcased to you guys yesterday. Let me give you guys an example of something that is being overhyped, as in who the fuck cares that much about it. Ladies and gentlemen, this tweet comes out from, yeah, you guessed it, Doug Dimmadome Warzone. Fuck you, Doug! Firing range returns in Black Ops 7 and players will now be able to access the gunsmith and all their loadouts within the firing range in multiplayer. We'll also be able to import weapon build codes to try other players' builds on the fly in the range. Wow guys, would you look at that? New Black Ops 7 selling point just dropped. You can edit your class while in the firing range. Wow. How innovative, how revolutionary, guys. But it actually gets worse, okay? Now, when I tell you guys that the gooch slickers are in full cope mode, I'm not joking. Here's another one from, yeah, the same fucking guy. Fuck you, Doug! Black Ops 7 is adding weapon build codes to easily allow players to copy and use the same weapon build as their friends, teammates, or favorite content creators. What does this mean? This means whatever attachments you put on your gun Now, instead of telling people what attachments to put on, there's going to be a specified code for everybody to just copy and paste, and then they get the exact same attachments that you have. Except this is the thing, as this guy says very, very clearly, I prefer to add attachments myself than typing this code. Guys, what the fuck is this? This is literally like a fucking 15-digit code, man. This is what people are hyped for. You gotta type a 15-digit code to get attachments on your gun that you could easily just tell me to put on. Now, guys, when I tell you there's no way for this franchise to win at this point, at least not with this title, let me just be the bearer of bad news here. Every single Call of Duty gooch slicker out there and any paid shill out there that's trying to do their best damage control for this game, it's simply not gonna work, okay? The reason for that is because you guys sound fucking stupid. Okay, a lot of you guys lack any sort of common sense. I have people in the comment section literally telling me, oh wow, look at this guy's just a Battlefield 6 glazer. Brother, are you fucking dumb? I didn't even mention the word Battlefield in my last video, and as a matter of fact, just because of that stupid idiotic comment, boom, here you go. Gameplay has changed from Call of Duty to Battlefield 6. Good job. The majority of anybody else that had anything to say to the Scatmaster in yesterday's video just lacked any type of critical thinking. They were upset at my opinion, and even when I displayed positivity in that video, and yes, there was some positive points, there's still people saying, oh, he has nothing positive to say, everything is just negativity. So for those low IQ morons, let me just give you guys some more positive points about Black Ops 7 multiplayer, and then afterwards, this is the best part, is I'm gonna tell you exactly why it's not gonna fucking matter in the end. Take a look at this tweet from Charlie Intel. He says, updates to the camo system in Call of Duty Black Ops 7. 80 headshots for the final challenge, shotguns are now point blank, sniper rifles are now one shot instead of headshots, and more updates, and you can go ahead and read that on your own time, but needing to go for less headshots, I think everybody would agree, is a net positive. That's just good all across the board. Nobody is against that. This next part, weekly challenges officially return in Black Ops 7 with Season 1, and weekly challenges will feature brand new weapons, new attachments, score streaks, camos, and more as rewards. Once again, something that I'm not going to complain about. The only thing I can say about this is the fact that we didn't have it in Black Ops 6 for whatever ungodly reason, and the truth is, the reason they didn't have it in Black Ops 6 is so that they could have it in Black Ops 7 and therefore save content. And is that a display of their dishonesty? Yes, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be the one to say it, this is good. We like weekly challenges, we like earning additional camos, additional skins, etc, etc. Now this next part is actually to give credits to the developers. Now I know everybody thinks I hate on every single developer. Unfortunately, this is not gonna fit their narrative because I'm gonna say something very positive about a specific developer. You guys remember Matt Scronce? Well, he has a response to Parasite, who was talking about the perk system, and let's be honest, the perk system is just, it's fucking stupid, it's ass. I don't really like this whole specialty thing that's going on here. And on top of that, a lot of people are saying that the perk system is severely imbalanced right now. Well, Matt Scronce replies and says, good feedback, and aligns with some discussions we had last week with other folks. Something we're taking a close look at for launch for sure. And if I'm not mistaken, he also responded to somebody that had a problem with Search and Destroy not being in the beta, so now they're actually adding it in. And just because of his transparency and his urgency and honesty, this gets a double thumbs up from the Scatmaster. Certified good job. We did it! Now, unfortunately, guys, that is probably the extent of my positivity for Black Ops 7 multiplayer, as well as the multiplayer trailer that we already covered yesterday, because like I showed you guys at the very start of this video, the like to dislike ratio, it gives you a very clear story. And whether or not you want to view it as valid is up to you. I really don't care. If you're a Call of Duty gooch slicker or one of these tiny ass, femboy ass content creators out there that's always hating on people that complain about COD, honestly, your opinion is completely irrelevant because every single positive point that you have about Black Ops 7 is literally because people complained about that not being the case in Black Ops 6. You're fucking welcome. But for the rest of us out here, when your reveal trailers and teasers and announcements are significantly flooded with negativity, it's for a very specific reason, man. It's because the franchise overall is taking a turn that you dislike, okay? And your reasoning could be whatever the fuck it is, man. Maybe you don't like the skins, maybe you don't like disbanding lobbies, maybe you don't like SBMM, EOMM, maybe you don't like the price tags on the bundles. All of these are valid criticism. Don't let any of these dumbass gooch slickers try to invalidate your concerns for the game Because again, if it weren't for your concerns, their playing experience would be worse. But once again guys, there's valid concerns about Black Ops 7 multiplayer, and that's why even when you see positivity on the timeline, no matter how much damage controls these gooch slickers want to display on the timeline, it's not gonna change the fact that a game like Battlefield 6 is gonna have more pre-orders. It's not gonna change the fact that in terms of popularity and overall reception, Battlefield 6 is still taking the cake. And it's not even that game. It's a bunch of games, okay? Like Black Ops 7 is literally deep in the gutter right now, for a very valid reason. That's exactly why you have people who are known gooch slickers coming out with tweets like this. Black Ops 7 will be the first game in 20 years that I won't buy a COD on release. I know it's probably because I'm getting older, but nothing from this trailer is remotely interesting. I just feel like no matter which way you try to spin it, people are just not excited for the game. And even when there's people that I think are trying to be authentic about their positivity with Call of Duty Black Ops 7, I just don't think it's enough. I don't even think their positivity is enough. Lastly, the thing I want to mention, and this is subject to change, so if it does, feel free to come back to this video and tell me I'm a fucking dumbass. I would love it if I were wrong about this. I would love it if they actually did address this, but I'm gonna call it right now, they're probably not. This comes out from yet another known COD gooch slicker. This guy's name is COD Warfare. He comes out here and says, any word on disbanding lobbies and SBMM changes? Everything you're doing is looking good, but without decent changes to these two, I'm convinced that everything you're doing will be for nothing. And he actually doubles down and says, funny how questions on this matter are being ignored, but everything else gets answered. And that's a very valid point. These are things that I feel like the developers and or Activision can actually come out here and at least address it. The fact of the matter is, they're not going to address it. I don't think they have any interest in reducing or removing skill-based matchmaking, because at the end of the day, we know it's a money printing machine for them. And I think for those reasons, even when you see positivity on the timeline, I think in the back of your mind, in the back of everybody's mind, I think we all agree that it just doesn't look as good as you think. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. What are your thoughts on the reception of Black Ops 7 multiplayer trailer? And what do you think of all of the positive points that you could possibly have for that game? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.
This ain't in my body.